Okay, sorry about the inability to stream this game. I'm going to try and do a recording and see if that works better. And hopefully will, because I want to show this game to the world because it is a great game. Moment it is still loading, but it is Stories, the Path of Destinies, I believe is what it's called. Yes, it is going to be coming out for PlayStation 4 in the next couple months, I believe, because it does say early 2016, and then at some point, probably in the future, it will be coming out for the PC. But currently, the beta build is for PC, so that's what I get the ability to play it on. The developers were nice enough to send me a copy of the game for beta testing and to show to all of you. And so, if they are seeing this, I want to say thank you to them for allowing me to have the chance to play the game. Currently, it is just enough of the game to begin to show you a little bit about what it's like, in that it shows two. It shows you one option of each of the two choices, initial choices. Like, as you'll see when I play, it'll give me a point before the game starts where I get to choose between two things, and you get to play through both of those two things, and then it ends there. Like, you don't get to see any farther. But I believe I heard and read that there was 32 different choices in the game, so 32 different unique stories.
Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life! It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time, unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper.
So each of these choices takes you to a different place and gives you a different story. Personally, I'm gonna play through both if it works, but I'm gonna start with the Sky Ripper because the saving Lapino has frozen on me twice. I did get to play it through it when I was not recording, like it played through just fine. But twice on me it's frozen now, which I think is just an issue with the beta that they'll get worked out, of course.
And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals
And
to bring back the lost
can't really be mad because the game is so good anyway.
Somehow summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth. It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
I'm kind of hoping that this does not freeze on me for some reason. To my knowledge, this story path does not show the crafting element because I didn't find a workbench when I was going through it the first time. But it will show you about the game. Although I think I like the saving Lupino path a little bit better, personally for me, as well as just that I think the environment a little bit brighter, more friendly, more welcoming than this underground or whatever. You'll see what it is when it loads up.
As he set foot on the island, Renato could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to no side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it? Really bring out your eyes.
Alright. The only thing that I've noticed about this going under here is the fact that there's no crafting bench is I can't heal, so I might come close to death. Because I survived the last time with like 30 HP, I think. What's that? Don't know if I can get over there. I guess it's just a light on something that I can't reach. But this shows more of a stealth element to the game that I believe is going to exist. Where like these things, they're not really a threat, but I can take them out without them seeing me. Whoa, that guy saw me. Whoop. But you can take them out without them seeing you. Oh, but the one guy saw me, but still. I don't know exactly the consequences of them seeing you because I took them out without much issue anyway. The last time, but
firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
So this is an example of one of the features. Is that wall right there is only accessible if you have this fire sword. Like different walls have different element requirements that you have to use. And there's fire, ice, and void, I believe. And this sword becomes a healing sword, as you'll see in the next like thing if it works out. And based on like your combos and all that, I'm not that great at those kind of combo games, and luckily it doesn't matter that much other than you just level up slower. But based on your combos and all that, you get different aspects of and different amounts of experience. Warlock. I always kill them too fast to realize what their dangers are, but good to know that they exist in the game. Alright. 24 max combo, not too bad. Alright, so I'm level 1 now, which means that I can show you these skills when I find the altar.
Was the name just supposed to be badass? Like calling your sword Stormbringer when it didn't actually bring bad weather?
This is a element of the story, I believe, is this text here. I'm not actually gonna read it all, because it's actually pretty long. But it gives you an idea of what the Sky Ripper is all about, to some extent. It doesn't actually seem to be collectible. It makes me think that there's maybe not collectibles in this game, or at least not in that sense yet. What's this glowing? Oh, I guess it's just me running over it. Okay. Here's a chest I found. Found this earlier. It gives you
I'm just kidding.
an idea of the crafting. You'd see at the bottom right that it says ore, and then there's the different elements, things you need for upgrades, I'm pretty sure. And it make the weapons in the case of some of the others. See, like this one needs this sword, I believe, to open it. Like there's the normal sword. And this one is that's wrong sword because it's a void thing, which I'll show. Well, I can't show what the altar is, but I can at least show you the upgrades. And that I can't actually get any more because it doesn't let you advance far enough in the game to do that, but eventually you'll be able to. but like I can't go through there, it's blocked, so I have to go through this one. Which I think just maybe requires any sword to open the basic walls like that. I don't totally know the story behind everything. Oh boy. See, this is where the stealth becomes an interesting portion of the game. Although I just sliced those guys up so fast. Oh. Careful. Alright. So only the one dude spotted me. Wasn't really an issue. That guy saw me for some reason. I don't know what exactly happens if I see you because I haven't really tested it out. Like, do they call monsters? Probably. Wait, which way is this guy heading? Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't see me. Probably don't have to kill them all, but I feel like it for the sake of the video. More enemy. I think my favorite sword is probably this fire sword. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Fresh meat.
Oh, I died.
Should have faked left and then gone left, he thought. And then
That was the first time I died. Good to know. Don't know what happens when you die. Oh, I got an achievement for death, I guess. Haha. Yes, this game does seem to have Steam achievements, although you can't get too many of them right now because of the fact that... Oh, I died again. Hooray! I didn't die at all the first time I was playing. What's going on now? Oh well. I guess it gets to show what death is like. Die! Oh, dash away. I'll get it this time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get a very good combo at the end of this. Come on. One guy. Oh, we got me. Dang it.
should have died a pirate, he thought.
I get to see all the death screens now. It's a fun time. Let's see. Should I... I'm not very good at this, but it's still fun to do. Okay, let's... So far I haven't been hit yet. It's a good start. I think I got it this time. And with a decent combo. And that time I didn't get hit at all. Wow, okay. I guess it depends on how you play the game, as you can tell. That worked out. Unfortunately, I died like 4 times, but got to see what death was like. And now, this will show you another aspect of the game. Here is the puzzles. It's not exactly, this one's not exactly a hard one. I don't know if they're all another wrong sword.
Probably meant to keep people away from something.
But you cannot get that sword in this build, as far as I can tell, because of what it lets you do. This puzzle's not exactly that hard. It's just activating each lever one time, but I'm hoping that maybe later in the game, more complicated puzzles will exist.
See?
And then it'll actually...
So hard.
he said it wasn't that hard. It'll actually be a fun puzzle game on top of it. Oh, another chest. I didn't actually know this was here. More gems that I can't really do anything with.
You shouldn't have.
Are these just lights? I guess. If you dash enough times, he like makes witty jokes about dashing and stuff. There we go.
Heroes are called dashing.
I got it.
See? Dashing?
Another altar that I don't have the levels. Then this is the end of this path. I made it through without crashing.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart, a core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
See, this is the second choice. It's the same choice on both, but what the narrative is different. And then, like what it says is different, but unfortunately it doesn't actually let you play it.
He'd sacrificed his old friend
As you see, it'll end.
And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end.
But it definitely gives you a good idea of what the game is like.
Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
And it's over. See, it says coming to PlayStation 4 early 2016, and it will also eventually come to PC. That story hasn't given me any problems with in terms of loading or like freezing. However, the other choice, which I'm going to do right now, has given me problems. And so hopefully this time it doesn't.
How many? The war was a blur.
I assume if you want to play it in the future, like, it will also let you skip the cutscene. Like, if you want to do multiple different choices to see what they're like. When you do, like, because you have seen the cutscene before, so you'll be able to skip it. But right now it says that you cannot skip it, which isn't a big problem. I kind of like this cutscene. The narration in this game is great. I think they did especially the narrator. The voice acting is good too, but I think that the narrator did an amazing job.
The jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time, unless Renato could bring a game-changer.
But this time I'm going to pick the other choice and allow you to see what that is like, which also shows you crafting.
That had exiled the lost gods.
Since picking the Sky Ripper choice does not seem to have a crafting bench unless I missed it.
Had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
This is the one I want? Okay.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently the Mad Rabbit...
Hopefully it works.
...that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
This piece of the story has caused me trouble, but again, it is just a beta build, so could well be as a result of that and not really have anything to do with the game. And as far as I know, they might already be working on fixing it.
Apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
So this one actually has a chest right off the bat. And it has an essence in it, right? That fire essence, yes. As well as crafting. As you can see, you craft gems like this. I have 3 gem slots. I don't believe there's a way to craft the gems in the beta, but you can at least see it's in this current build, but you can at least see it's there. And you can see that it has a void blade and a winter freeze blade. You can also see what it says about the other blades, although I'm going to upgrade this one, which means that it's now a sword that can heal people, or can heal me over time. An altar that you can't do anything with yet. Like, I think this is maybe more the way they expect people to go, because it seems to introduce you to new features right off the bat. Like, the workbench is obviously pretty much unmissable, as well as the chest and the altar. Like, everything's right there, like it's a tutorial kind of thing. It shows you what everything is right away. It would make sense why they would expect people to choose this path to save your friend versus not saving your friend. Oh boy. Good grief, I never had this much trouble on this before.
I'm a firefox, thought Renato.
No, 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 no. Ow, I never died there. I guess I was not... Oh my gosh. I'm playing awful bad for this demo. I didn't die at all before. Use up all my energy to try and heal. The dashing does not use up your energy at all. I don't think the swords have that much advantage or disadvantage. It just depends on what skill you want for your energy. As well as certain doors that can only be opened with certain swords, of course.
People were frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Renato had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the Raven's call about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice.
So far, so good. It froze there at one point right after that fight. But I think we're okay now. I need health, so I'm gonna be breaking these barrels for a while. Oh, again, these guys try and indicate the ability to like sneak past them. They're not that hard to chop up.
No cows lowed, no chickens clucked. It was eerie.
You did not see me.
The villagers had fled from the fleet, taking everything they could. They must have heard what the Ravens did to civilians. Renato hoped they'd found safety.
Alright. It didn't really lead anywhere, but we got some stuff out of it at least. You've already seen the witty dash joke, although it might happen again just from my sprinting. So I have energy, so I can probably full health. There we go.
Pointy?
Full health.
Flexible. Check. What else do you need in a sword?
Nope. I got full health, everything. I have to move on to later in the level, I guess. Oh, what's this? I didn't see this before. Special chest.
Renato was remembering all his old tricks and some new ones.
It's gonna have a lot in it, hopefully. That. Whoa. It's a gem.
All he needed now was a workbench.
There are gems in this.
Into his gauntlet.
I did not know that. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back and put this in. I did not know that the beta had gems, but I also did not see that path before. I got another achievement for it too. I'm gonna have like all the achievements before the game's out. Well, that's basically impossible, but at least it makes it seem easier to the gems.
And this is why heroes are called dashing.
Yeah, we know.
See? Dashing? Get it?
I want to put a gem in. Now I get to see all the different gems. Shield breaker. Your hits cause shield giants to drop their shield. Okay. There's resistances, attack speed, crit chance, more treasure, and energy on kills. Wow, those seem like some nice gems. Upgrade.
He missed his old skills. He welcomed them back.
Nice skill, there we go.
You.
I figured out about gems, and well, it's got got 2 Steam achievements in this demo. I had one earlier because there's one for making your first choice in the game. I guess that's why you have to explore everything. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but I'm also kind of glad I didn't because it allows the demo to see the gems. So that looks like an ice-resistant water. Oh, another achievement for opening a bunch of chests, I guess. Just shows how long I've been playing through it, I guess. Opening up chests and just the... Oh, there was a workbench right there, wow.
Sword now.
Ugh.
It's gonna be really short.
What do you mean by that? See, so you need ore and certain essences. So it needs water for the freeze and wind for the void, I guess. I don't have enough, and I won't get enough.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
Have it? Okay, open. There's a lot of exploration in this game. I'm gonna actually go see what's behind this wall. I mean, it's a beautiful environment, of course, too. Oh, it's a lever of some...
What was behind that door?
A puzzle.
Nose told him there was treasure there. They must have forgotten it in a hurry. Surely they wouldn't mind if he helped himself to it. After all,
How's it gonna let me over there?
even know.
Oh, do I have to dash across, maybe? Oh, interesting.
Huh? A lever? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
No, I can't dash across. Okay, how do I get over there? Huh. I must be missing something. Look. Oh, ho ho, ho ho. Got it. That's what these are for. Oh, we're learning. It's becoming a puzzle game now. Activate this again, please. How did I not realize that you could hook those things? Come on! Oh, come on. I'll figure this out. We will figure this out together. Guess I gotta go quicker on this one, maybe? There, got it. Whoop. Whoop. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay. That's a way to get back. It's good to know. Now I gotta rehook this. Okay, we're gonna get this figured out. We're gonna do this time. There, got it. Okay. More treasures. This time I'm not gonna step into that thing.
A present?
Is there another gem in here? There is. Sweet. Resistance gem. I'm showing you where all the tricks are in this level. Now you know when you play the level where things are. Oops, I wanted the gems. To put a gem in here. The resistance. Increases resistance. Alright, cool. Well, that must be what's behind all those doors, is puzzles and gems. Altar that I don't need to use, okay. One energy. Alright, sweet. I think it's safe to move on again, other than taking this.
Once, Renato had been to a dungeon where all the chests were locked. It was awful.
Alright. We're back on again. I think it'd be a longer video than I was expecting it to be, but that's a good thing because it really showcases the game and everything that's in it. This game is amazing, so it's worth showing off. Give you an idea of everything that's going on. Get a decently long combo out of this, probably. Ah, sweet, I got him. Just in time.
Really bring out your eyes.
What was that, 38? Oh, there was one guy hiding back here. I could have gotten over the 40 combo, dang it. Max combo I did, oh, 41. Warlock's coming up here. More health, there we go. I almost want to go back and replay the other part at some point now too, now that I know I can hook and see what's across some of those positions. I did not know that that was a thing. This looks like a teleporters or a hook somewhere. Man, there's more to this than I thought actually, which is only a good thing. But their chest.
Not everyone knew how to use
Another
magic
gem.
Gems. Of course.
How did I
Everyone
not
had
see that
magical
before?
gem
Physical
courses
resistance
like
level
you.
2? Wait,
I need more material.
is it already level 2? Yeah, it is, okay. 30% instead of 20%. Sweet. I wonder if I actually collect all these, if there's enough materials to make another sword. I doubt it, but be interesting. Oh, this I believe is where the warlock. Hopefully I shouldn't get hurt too much now with my resistances. Yep, there's the warlock.
Warlocks, the way they stayed back and lobbed pain and death from a distance. Cowards.
I mean, they're not that hard to kill.
Effective cowards.
Actually, I saw what a warlock did at one point. I might even try and... They like do that, and then you can just run and get away from it. Warlocks aren't exactly that difficult to kill either, so... Alright, well, let me go back.
Renato felt a chill run down his back.
This is near the end of, I believe. Alright. Yeah, see, I can't go in there because I don't have a void sword. There's probably another gem upgrade in there. It's nice to know that the gems, once you obtain them, automatically upgrade if you get them again. Oh, perfect strikes. I like that. Oh, that was not difficult. You want to break everything you possibly can because of what can be in them. And of course, once the game goes live, all this stuff will carry over. But this is the end of this part.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck.
Okay, so I've saved him.
Danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
See, so like in the middle, you can change your decision and go down a different story path and see what becomes of it if you really want to do something silly. I'm gonna just choose this, but you can at least kind of know who she is.
She'd been Renato's best friend in Sword Fu School, and you're still mad for her. The rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew, but she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the Master Spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
Alright, that's the end of the game. With the short glimpses, at least. I think it covers most of the major aspects of the game. Crafting, gems, the upgrades, like leveling, as well as treasures. And hey, I got like 3 achievements out of this playthrough, so that's good. As you can see, eventually you'll be able to continue your game, and eventually there'll also be options, but at this point there is none. Although you can change the options of screen resolution by using Steam to do that, which is what I did to make it full screen, but I mean, that's not that difficult of a thing to do, and eventually you'll be able to do it in-game, I assume, as well, messing with things like the subtitles, although as you can see the subtitles are defaulted on, which is a good thing. But I think that's gonna end this glimpse, and hopefully you all enjoyed watching this video, and definitely would highly recommend the game for those purposes of everything I've said, and just it's a very fun game from the player standpoint, and so definitely go check them out. And if you're interested in myself, then I will definitely get this game when it comes out on PC and play through it on Twitch or on YouTube, as it will eventually end up on YouTube anyway. But I would definitely recommend checking the game out. And thank you again to the developers for allowing me access to this game, as even just doing this I learned more than I actually realized in the 2 levels. So from that standpoint, that's a pretty exciting thing. I mean, I didn't even know it had gems, let alone the leveling up to level 2 in physical resistance. And hopefully you enjoyed watching me die a few times over. So, thanks again everyone for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more, as well as to follow me on Twitch as for when I normally stream. It is normally Wednesday and Fridays, and barring like being super busy, which I have been lately, but hopefully this will at least reach out to some people.